It's the Guggenheim. You listen to the artist Mickey Factz. And right now you're tuning to Soul Culture TV. Don't touch that dial.
Need that. Smicky. Yeah. Don't go nowhere. Right here.
I was about 15, 16 when I recorded my first song. But I didn't take it seriously until about 3 years ago. While I was in school in NYU, I was writing raps instead of statues and memorizing tons of garbage. You know, it's just not worth it. You know, 12-hour days, work days is not worth it. 24-hour days as an artist is worth it. I think being yourself is probably the best way to succeed in the rap game at this point. Look at Kanye West. Like, Kanye West is himself. I wouldn't classify him with KRS-One or Rakim, and I wouldn't classify him with Lil Wayne or Gucci Mane. He's just like in a lane by himself because he's being himself. Lupe Fiasco is another typical artist who is just being himself. He's just happy to be who he is, and he puts his music out. He crafts his art the way he wants it to be. He puts it out, and if you like it. If you don't, then this is not for you. You know, and I feel like it's the same thing with me. I'm trying to really find myself as an artist and try to convey my music to the world, and hopefully it's as impactful as 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, and Kanye West, and Jay-Z, and Rakim, all of these artists. I want to just carve out my own lane and kind of have people follow after me, you know. I mean, people do come sometimes and give me great advice. KRS-One gave me some great advice. LL Cool J has given me some good advice. The GZA has given me some good advice, you know. Chester French, we're good friends, they gave me some good advice. Janelle Monáe. And then you know, along the way, you just learn along the way. Sometimes you gotta trip and fall in order to keep on running. So I'm glad for all the bruises that I've gotten along the way, as well as people who held me up after I fell. Everybody who I've thought who they were, they actually were. If I thought they were bad people, they were bad people. If I thought they were good people, they were good people. Nobody surprised me yet. I'm not surprised by anybody at this point.
Obviously, we're going to have to talk about this internet beef situation that's been going on, right?
No, we're not talking about that. There's nothing to talk about.
Alright. So we had 1,000 viewers. I'm guessing we can talk about this.
Well, there are tons of stories flying around, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. No comment. I have no comment on that.
I didn't even see the punch. I just heard it. I heard a punch. And I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? I was like, alright, so it looks like niggas is gonna be fighting today. You know, that was my initial thought, like niggas is gonna be fighting. Alright, I'm gonna be fighting a nigga that I grew up listening to. That's crazy.
Do you have thoughts in general on the fact that hip hop beef has progressed to like YouTube rather than how it used to be?
When it was just music, it was better. It was just music, it was better. Now it's disheartening. And that's why I just feel like it should just be music.
Hey yo, first things first, and last things last. I cut the middleman out so I can stack cash. None of your songs ever rock, you rap trash. The joke's on you and I'ma have the last laugh. Look man, give it up. Homie, I've been fly with my pants zipper up. I never lie, I'm the man, look me up. Not Disney, Google me now, the name's Mickey. How you slang?
My high point so far has been my Honda commercial, in my opinion. Just the fact that, you know, before that was the cover of Double XL, but, you know, just the fact that I did a car commercial and was seen all over the world was really good for me. Expect another Honda commercial. I have the main song in NBA Live 2010 with B.O.B. It's called Mind Got Blown. I also have a project that's coming out later in October. That's for a video game. I can't give specifics just yet because it has yet to be solidified, but it's definitely on its way. More shows, more touring, and the album is definitely coming out next year. It's shaping up to be very epic, very musical, very inspirational. I want to inspire people with this album, and you know, I'm very excited about how it's turning out right now. I feel like art takes a very long time to create, and I want this to be absolutely perfect. You know, you don't just want to piece together 17, 18 songs. Just throw it out there and see if it sticks. You want the person to grasp onto the project like it's a literal piece of art and collective. I hold it dear to them, so I'm trying to pick the best 10, 11 songs so that the replay value is constant. You don't have any time for filler. Everything is so impactful, so powerful, and it stays with you forever. I want my album to be timeless, so much so that it can transcend classical music, gospel music, rock, hip hop, R&B, soul. I want it to just touch everybody and every person, kind of like what Michael Jackson did. So I feel like right now I'm starting to get into the groove of the post-production of my album. I know I'm about 6 definite in. I could put an album out like this tomorrow, but would the product be good enough for my fans, or would I let them down after putting out such a great product before?
You haven't said truthfully in this interview yet.
I know. I mean, sometimes I say it, sometimes I don't. Truthfully.
What it be? M to the I to the C, hold a key. Open up your eyes and see what I see. Money on my mind, so I think like a G. Oh boy, here goes one of those raps where Mickey Factz talk about him getting stacked. What will it be better if I talk about cats like my gun go off on every single track? I was about 8 when my